Hey everyone, and welcome to InfoForge. It is so good to see our returning viewers back with us. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay in the loop. Today, we're diving into an international security mission that's really at its breaking point. Just about a year ago, a Kenyan-led police force was sent to Haiti to try and restore some order. But now, the mission itself is in crisis, and there's a huge new proposal on the table that could change absolutely everything. So let's break down exactly how we got here.
And yeah, that brings us to the question that so many people have been asking. Why Kenya? I mean, out of all the countries in the world, why did this East African nation step up to lead a mission almost 7,000 miles from home, right into one of the most dangerous situations on the planet? Well, the answer is actually this really unique combination of things that kind of made Kenya the right partner at exactly the right time. It wasn't just about having the manpower, it was about political will and having the right kind of diplomatic look.
See, Kenya's leadership here wasn't just about having the bodies to send. Sure, they have a big national police force and they've got international experience. But the real game changer was their willingness to step up when other countries were hesitating. And diplomatically, this was a huge plus for the UN. Having a non-Western power take the lead helped avoid that politically tricky look of another intervention by a global superpower.
But the mission's original plan hit the harsh reality on the ground, and it hit it hard. We really need to look at the gap between what was supposed to happen and what's actually been going on.
And right here, this is the core of the problem. The plan called for a solid force of 2,500 people to back up the Haitian police. The reality? Fewer than 1,000 have actually made it to the ground, and reports keep saying they're often critically under-equipped for the kind of fight they're walking into.
And that's not just my take on it. It's a direct warning from security analysts. The mission as it stands has been called unfit for purpose. I mean, think about it. You've got a police-style force trying to handle deeply entrenched, heavily armed criminal groups that basically run huge parts of the country. Without way more people and way better logistics, they're just tragically mismatched.
And this is the really crucial point. We're not just talking about abstract numbers and logistics. These shortfalls have very real, very dangerous, and sometimes tragic consequences for the officers who are putting their lives on the line every single day.
We have to remember that behind all the strategy sessions and the UN debates, there are individuals on the ground operating in an incredibly hostile environment. The risks they face are just immense, and the price for the mission's shortfalls, well, it's paid by them. And nothing brings this home more than what happened in March of 2025. A Kenyan officer who was part of a team sent to rescue colleagues was reported missing after a clash with gang members. This one incident just became a sobering symbol of the life and death stakes that are involved for every single person deployed over there. So facing all these challenges, something had to change. And that brings us to this dramatic new proposal that's now being debated at the United Nations. The United States and Panama have put forward a plan that would be a major pivot away from the original mission. They're proposing the creation of a dedicated Gang Suppression Force. Now, this isn't just a simple name change. It is a fundamental reimagining of the entire mission. The whole point is to directly fix the resource and logistical gaps that have been crippling the current effort and to finally enable a sustained campaign against the gangs.
And this new force would be a total overhaul. The mission changes from just police support to active gang suppression. Logistics would no longer depend on random donations, but on a formal UN support office that can provide everything from fuel to drones to transport, and, critically, the funding would shift from unreliable voluntary donations to the much more stable UN peacekeeping budget. This is a transformation, not just a little tweak.
So, this brings us to right now. This debate is happening at the UN Security Council as we speak in late August 2025, because the status quo is clearly not working. The mission hasn't stopped the gangs from expanding, it's still underfunded, and tragically, it has suffered casualties.
Looking back, you can see a straight line leading to this moment. From that first deployment in mid-2024 to that awful incident in March 2025, every event has just highlighted the mission's flaws, leading directly to this critical decision. What happens in the next few weeks is going to determine the future of the entire international response in Haiti. So here's the takeaway. This new proposal for a gang suppression force could finally fix the mission's long-standing resource problems. It could give it the tools it needs to actually be effective. But it also seriously raises the stakes, transforming a limited support mission into a much more direct, UN-backed operation. And that leaves us with this one big question. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you found this explainer valuable, please give it a like and make sure you're subscribed to InfoForge and have that notification bell on so you can stay informed with us. Thanks for watching.